Well, there's really only one word to describe this game, and that was sloppy. But what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on Knicks Central. And the Knicks lose 124 to 119 to the Detroit Pistons, continuing their mini skid here, if you will, whatever you want to call it. But either way, they've not been playing right at all. And once again, this team continues to beat themselves. Before we jump into everything, though, please be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, especially if you're Knicks fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. It's just another one of those games where they cannot get out of their own damn way. It's just that simple. And it's getting infuriating that these are the games that they're losing when they should be beating teams like this, and they should be beating they should be way better than this. Like, it's just that simple. They should be way better than they've been. But the problem is the defense is terrible. It has been terrible. They can't guard a three. They can't get a timely stop because as they're inching closer and closer at the end of the basketball game, it's just, here comes Beasley hitting threes left and right. Here comes Tobias Harris getting shots in the clutch there. Cade Cunningham stepping it up in the second half of this game. Tim Hardaway Jr. getting some clutch shots. But this team, they're getting the offense late, but they're not getting the stops at all. But there is things to have a gripe about with this team offensively right now, because OG Anunoby is getting paid way too damn much to be virtually a non-factor offensively. And when he did have that one play where he just absolutely destroyed Stewart in the paint, I thought maybe that was the life they needed in that second half of the game to get them going. But instead, no, it really didn't result in anything. And Anunoby just kind of went quiet the rest of the game, which he's had a couple of good defensive plays. Like, he had a steal in this game. He had a couple of nice plays, but he's not giving you enough offensively for how much he's making. And even defensively, I thought he left a bit to be desired at points tonight. Mikal Bridges got going way too late in this game. Karl-Anthony Towns in the paint just getting annihilated way too damn much. And then the bench just gave you nothing today. I mean, Payne gave you decent production. He was sloppy when he first came into the game, though. But as it went along, he at least settled in, hit a couple of threes, and really helped this team out. But you didn't get much from the Deuce minutes, even though he only got about 16 minutes or so. You didn't really get much from him in terms of the offense that you would like. Landry Shamet gave you nothing in the 4 minutes that he appeared in. Precious Achiuwa didn't give you much other than getting, again, just destroyed in the paint. And the most important thing, this team couldn't hold the damn ball. And this is happening way too much lately, where they cannot protect the damn rock. They're not careful moving the rock around. And that's why I feel like at times you're seeing this team resorting to hero ball like Jalen Brunson does at points. You're seeing Karl-Anthony Towns at points resort to hero ball. Why? Because every time they do try to move the ball, it's in the hands of the Detroit Pistons, and here they come up the court and get an easy bucket. They had 21 points off of turnovers. They had 15 fast break points. And then even along the glass, you needed a bit more tonight, because Detroit was cleaning up a lot of those second chance points. This team was not giving enough. I mean, Karl-Anthony Towns had 12 rebounds, not as much as he usually is giving you. And he needed to get some offensively. And I know he was playing hurt today. It was very obvious that that thumb was bothering him. But if he's not going to play that great, and if he's going to play hurt, or if it's going to be bad, I shouldn't say bad, because it's not like he was, I should rephrase it. It's not like he was terrible, but if he can't play his role right, then that's an issue while he's hurt, because his team already struggles along the glass and along the rim in general. And if he's going to be playing this way while he's hurt, you got bigger issues, man. Got way bigger issues, because they were getting destroyed tonight in the paint, along the glass. in transition, which at points it's because Towns is shaken up, trying to run back the other way. And it sucks too because they keep doing this every game where in the first quarter, they look solid to start, then they slip away late. Second quarter comes around, they look really freaking good. And you think, all right, they put themselves in the spot to win the game. And then the third quarter, they're melting down. Fourth quarter, they look like maybe at points they'll start to mount a comeback and maybe make it a game, and it just does not happen. They just played way too sloppy today. I mean, there's no way around it at all. It's just that simple. Outside of Brunson, because there was 26 assists for his team total, and 11 of them were for Brunson. Everybody else just turning the ball over at will. Especially Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns turn the ball over way too damn much. And they needed Bridges to get way more involved early on in this game. And it's hard to complain when he did hit 6 of his 8 3-point attempts. It's hard to complain when he went 9 for 13 from the field. But he needed to be more involved early because his team needed more offensively early on in this game. And even late in the game, which that's not his fault, but they needed more. And they didn't get it early enough. And then that put them behind the 8 ball. And that made them start to chase the game. And then they couldn't get a stop late because his team, and you're hearing Clyde mention it the entire night on the broadcast, they need a stop, but they can't get one. They need a stop, but that's not happening for this Knicks team right now. And it's just that true. And it's just that simple. They just simply are not doing enough on defense to get stops. And it's just somebody random every night coming into the Garden, hanging their nuts. Tonight it was Beasley. You know, against the Thunder, it's Joe. It's just so infuriating. Really is, because they have all these games within the past week or two. I would say 2 weeks now at this point. 2-3 weeks, whatever you want to say. All these games that they've lost, they easily could have flipped the other way. Outside of that one game against the Thunder where they lost on that Friday night game at the Garden. That game, they just outright got destroyed. But, I mean, even then, like, the first quarter, at least it looked competitive early on in the game. But I'm not going to say that because that's reaching a little bit. But the Orlando game, the Bulls game, the first OKC game, this game, they had all these games in the palm of their damn hands, and they just let it slip away. I mean, literally, because of the turnovers being an issue in part of all of this. I don't know, man. It's just way too much slop lately from this team. Way too much. If this is going to be the defense going forward, then, I mean, you simply just don't stand a chance against these better teams because they're just getting killed by randoms, star players. What could I say? Next game's against Philly, though, on Wednesday. So hopefully they could find a way to rebound from that. But, yeah. And I apologize for getting this up late. I just couldn't until it was later on. But that is going to be it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Knicks fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live. And I'll see you guys in the next one.